If you're gonna talk about you was here doing this and doing that, don't bring me in and do your thing. So for me, I'm just gonna defend myself the best way I can. Kandi, she's watching the show just like we're watching the show. So she knows everything that's being said by everybody. But it benefits her to keep the beef up with me because she knows I'm not even going to sit up here and continue to just let you say anything about me. I'm always going to defend myself vocally. I'm always going to say something. So if she can just keep up the beef with me, then the storyline continues. Because quite frankly, when I made the statement about that someone told me that she wanted to drug me, that was something I was told. That was not that I was told that. Period. You have the right to defend yourself. That's just how that works. And she said she didn't say it. Okay. I don't know. It could have been said a million different ways. I'm simply saying that it was told. The conversation that we had, by the time that she took it back to, okay, remember after she and I had our conversation at the table, they didn't even play that part. When y'all first watched it, they didn't even play me say anything about drugging whatsoever. The reason that they had to bring that flashback up of me saying it is because she forced it into the storyline. When Kandi had this big sit down with the gang, with Kenya, Cynthia, Shamea, Sheree, Cammy, what her other friend name is? Anyway, Carmen. When she had that big sit down and she mentioned the whole accusation again, then that forced them to do a flashback. So then now it's a part of the storyline. And then she brought it to Hawaii again, adding it into the storyline.
She was the one that made a big deal.
Right, but my thing is, when I watched the show, first of all, I didn't mention Shamea. But when Kandi went back and told all the girls at that big sit down, she said that I mentioned Shamea. And I didn't. So why lie? Why exaggerate? It's ridiculous. But nothing but to add to her storyline. Yeah, she has other things to talk about. But this right here is a hot topic that everybody's sticking to. So that's why she's sensationalizing it. She's exaggerating it.
There was an entire press tour.
How are you gonna try to add in Shamea when I didn't even say Shamea? If you're so disgusted with what was said, why would you even add to it and keep repeating it over and over and over and over? So I just felt like that was just ridiculous. Why did I throw so much shade? I've changed. Let me ask you this. When Kandi and I had the conversation at the table, and trust me, I'm not the one running around doing all these interviews. This is the first time that I've gotten on live and spoken about it, period. And I'm only doing this because I don't appreciate being called a lie. So that's why I'm doing this. But she's doing interview after interview after interview after interview, right? So I think at some point it's a good idea for me to be able to get on here and speak to you guys. And just tell y'all what it is. Whether you agree or not, I really don't care. Whether you, I'm just speaking out for y'all to hear. Like, it doesn't really matter. I forgot what I was gonna say. I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was gonna say. Is Nene behind this? Not at all. She has nothing to do with this whatsoever.
I don't think anybody's behind it. I feel like, Kandi just took it so far. Like, it started as something so small, and it became something so big. And it wasn't by any doings that, you had anything to do with.
Well, here's the thing. When we had the very first sit down, okay, remember, this is my sister, right? Lauren. Where is she? Right there. She probably doesn't want to be on camera. But anyway, when we were at camp, okay, y'all saw, and the whole thing came up. Oh my God, Porsha said something about a closet, blah, blah, blah. I was shocked. I was like, oh God, they done brought this up, this shade. I done completely, who said that? I'm like, this shade I had completely forgot about. Like, oh my goodness, why are we talking about this? Shamea and I friends. I love Shamea, and I will always love Shamea, and I hope that, this TV stuff remains TV stuff, and we can continue being who we were before all of this. Because if once you get in the mess, then you're gonna get dirty. It is what it is. Wait, so and also back to the dinner with Kandi and I. You know, there were a lot of accusations. There were a lot of things that was said to each other at that moment. We were pissed off, finally facing each other. If you look at the whole season, she's been like a ticking time bomb. She's been ready to, you know, unleash at any moment, right? And I even said that. I said, oh, she's got, you know, she's going to be ready to pop off at any moment. It all started from a while ago. Okay, so my little T2 Phaedra makes me look guilty. All right, where's the lie? Okay, y'all gotta stop with this. Look guilty for what? Do y'all not? You have to understand what a read is. If you're gonna sit up and run around and talk about people's business, you can't think that they're not gonna talk about yours. It just doesn't work like that. Even if you're supposed to be the goody, you're gonna get talked about as well. That's just how that works. Okay, so a lot of you guys are making statements, but you need to put them into a question so I can answer them. Okay, if I don't care, why am I wasting my time? Because it's on air. It's on air, y'all. Hello, y'all don't want nobody to say they don't like your shoes. Hell, most of y'all girls don't want nobody to say they don't like your lace fronts. I'm on national television. You think I'm gonna let the show, editing, all of that, you think I'm gonna let all of that make me out to be something I'm not? No, this is the one and only time that we're gonna have this moment. I'm not gonna be on here talking to y'all about no Kandi and this whole stupid situation, but this is something that I owe the people who follow me and support me, period. I'm human just like y'all. It is not easy to be on this show. It has its benefits. The platform is great, but at the end of the day, it's hard to know who is being true, who's being honest, who's being manipulated behind the scenes and then coming on camera going crazy on you. You don't know what's going on. Do I feel bad for what happened? You know what? Yes, for me, that was a complete moment for me. I was out of character. Anybody who's a fan of the show, I understand it's a lot of people who have just watched this season of Housewives, but anybody who's a true fan of the show, I've never told anybody's business. I've never done any of that before. I've never had to read somebody like that. So for me, when I got to the table with Kandi and it went to that level, I didn't like how it felt, honestly. I mean, nobody wants to sit up there and have to go there with somebody that you were once cool with. Nobody, you know. And at the moment when she's saying such vicious things about you, you know, you got to say vicious things back about her. I said that she had a 6-year relationship with a woman. She told me that my ex told her that I had a relationship with one of my friends, which is a damn lie. So they didn't play that part. Once again, that was edited out. But anyway, when you get to slinging mud and it gets so dirty, it's like one person says something that's low, then you go lower, then they go lower, then you go lower, then it just gets so bad. Like for me, at this point, and I told Kandi, y'all will see as the season goes on, that I didn't like that, and that for me in the future, if it got to a point where I was arguing with somebody, you know, I'ma just be done with it. Because even if I know stuff about you, it don't feel good for me to let that out. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I gotta move on from this. They gotta move on from this. And I would just rather it not linger on. Because if you go low, then it's just gonna be dirty. It is what it is. So no, I don't feel good about it, and I wish that it hadn't have happened, but it did, and this is where we are. I don't know. Will I do the show? Yeah, if asked. But you know, I don't know. We normally don't find out what next year's cast looks like until after the reunion. So freaking Frat spinoff. I would love for us to have a spinoff because we have fun together. So I know how to separate this stuff at this point. I mean, I have been able to get thick skin. Trust me, I've been picked on and talked about so much on this damn show that once I walk away, I look at it as a job. It is what it is. Like, you bitches don't like me, that's cool. Like, I could care less. It's not going to stop anything else that I'm doing. And I think that, you know, everybody needs to be like that. Even at your job, you shouldn't let anybody talking about you stop anything that you're doing. And I'm never jealous of anybody. It is, you know, I always say, what's for me is meant for me, and I will have it. I think the main thing for y'all to understand is that we're human. All of the women on this show, we're human. And we make mistakes and we go through stuff. We just happen to be going through our mess on television, and y'all get to see it. Y'all get to sit back and make judgments. Y'all get to sit back and call us names and all that kind of stuff. You know, but it's a show. That's what we signed up for. So it is what it is. But like I said, I'm good. I want y'all to continue, you know, looking out for the stuff that I'm doing, because I'm doing a lot. So now we're talking about Nikki and Remy. It's time to go to bed. Anyway, love you guys. And yeah, you're right. Nobody's perfect. So yeah, thank y'all for coming on. I hope y'all enjoyed Watch Her Up's Live. Charlamagne was so funny. That man is crazy. Whew, I was like, oh my gosh. But anyway, I will chat with you guys at another time, and we won't be talking about this deep, dark ridiculousness. Watch the show, because I won't be on live talking about this. I won't be doing interviews talking about this. Like, I'm tired of talking about this. It's ridiculous. Anyway.